Would you like to access your Google Drive directly from your desktop computer without having to open your browser? Well, in this video, I am going to show you how to set up Google Drive for desktop, step by step, and show you how to adjust your settings so that you can get the most out of this tool. Now, the easiest way to start is to go to your Google Drive account. You can get there by going to drive.google.com, or if you're inside of a Google app, you can click on the app menu and then click on Drive, and it'll open up your Google Drive. Once you're inside your Google Drive, you're going to click on the gear icon at the top right, and we're not going to click on Settings, but we're going to click on Get Drive for Desktop. And this opens up a new page where you select the option to download Drive for Desktop. And this starts a download. Tell it to save file. Choose where you're going to save it. I'm going to save it to my downloads folder. And the download starts. Once the download has finished, we'll click up here and we can select the download to start the installer. We're then presented with another prompt asking if you're sure you want to install Google Drive. And you have two additional options underneath. You can add an application shortcut to your desktop, and you can add desktop shortcuts to Google Docs, Sheets, and Slides. Now, for me personally, I'm not a big fan of the shortcuts on your desktop, so I'm going to make sure that they're both unselected, and then I'm going to click Install. But you may want to do something different on your computer. When it's successfully installed, you'll get this message saying Google Drive is successfully installed, and then you can click Launch. When it first launches, it's going to open a web browser and ask you to sign into your Google account. Once you sign in, it's going to ask you to make sure that you downloaded this app from Google, and it's going to ask you to, again, verify that you want to sign into the Google Drive desktop app. You can open Google Drive in File Explorer and see it set the default drive letter for Google Drive as H on mine. And then I go into Google Drive, and there's all my Google Drive folders. And you can also see it will show up in the quick access menu to the left as well. And then go back to your system tray, go back to Google Drive, go back to the gear icon, Preferences, and we're going to select My Computer, folders from your computer, and you click Add Folder. And then you simply navigate to that you would like to share with Google Drive. Select Folder, and you'll see the name of the file and roughly what size it is. And then you can sync with Google Drive, or you can back up to Google Photos if there's photos in here. Now, I already had Google Drive on my desktop. That's why I went straight into the system preferences as I tried to set everything up. If this is your first time using Google Drive, a walkthrough is going to show up on your screen that's going to go through everything that I just went through step by step before it sets everything up for you. So you can go ahead and make those decisions the first time around. So now with everything set up, in File Explorer underneath this PC, you now have your Google Drive account. And so click on that, you're going to see My Drive. If you synced your computer up, it's going to say other computers are there as well. And there's all your My Drive folders. So if I open up my signature page in the Google Drive web browser, and I open up my signature page from File Explorer, I'm presented with the same page. And you can see that the green icon is in the other tab, showing that somebody else is looking at the same document. So if I close one tab, and let's make a small change. I'm going to let that save, and then I'm going to close it. Now if I come over here to Signature, reopen it from File Explorer, I see that extra space in there that I put in previously. Everything between Google Drive in the cloud and Google Drive in your File Explorer is synced up. Access is also reversed. Not only do you have access to your files in Google Drive through File Explorer, but you can also add files to Google Drive going through File Explorer instead of having to open a web browser. And then I'm going to open up another tab. I'm going to go to Downloads. I'm going to copy this picture I have in my Downloads folder. And I'm going to go over to Google Drive, and I'm going to paste it. Then I see in the item list that this photograph is now in Google Drive in the cloud. And I'll click on it, viewing it in the web browser, and it is the same folder. And then let's say we decide to delete this image from Google Drive, the web browser. Give it just a couple of seconds, and we'll see that that photo has now been deleted from Google Drive in my File Explorer. Now let's say you have an entire folder that you would like to sync with Google Drive. Navigate to the folder. For example, I got this Canon scanner folder. Right click on the folder, and in your right click menu you should see an option to sync or back up this folder. You can click this option and it will give you more details on how it's going to sync with Google Drive, and click Done and click Save. So now if you open back up your web browser and go to Google Desktop, you'll see My Computers, and then underneath My Computers you will see the file you just shared. And then once you've set some settings, if you ever need to change something or add something, remember you can go down here to the taskbar under Google Google Drive desktop app and then go to your gear icon and preference. And again, you'll see the window where you see with the file that I just synced with Google Drive. Let's say I changed my mind and want to unsync it. I click it, unselect the box, done. It's going to ask if I'm sure I want to stop syncing. I'll click stop syncing and then click save. Then let's say I want to change Google Drive to have offline copies of files. I'll change it to Mirror Drive. It's going to say I'm sure and it wants to confirm the location that they're going to be stored at, which is going to be users B Morgan my drive. And you can click confirm. I'm going to click cancel because I don't like that idea. So now let's say you have just a folder that you want available offline from Google Drive. You go to your Google Drive profile in File Explorer, find you a folder. I'm going to make this templates folder available offline by right clicking on it. You will go down to offline access and click available offline. And so now even without an internet connection, you'll still see the templates file. And if you ever need to see a list of what files you do have available for offline viewing, you'll go back down here to the system menu, click on Google Drive icon, click on preferences, and you'll see an option for offline files. Click there. It's going to show you what size of offline files you have available. Click on there and it's going to show the different folders that are available. In my case, it was just the templates folder and then the contents of the templates folder. So if you have trouble remembering exactly which folders you have available for offline viewing, you can always come back here and see the list of the folders that are available. If you have any questions or comments, feel free to leave them down below. There will also be a link down below to where you can directly download Google Drive for desktop if you don't have that option available.